But yeah, so alrighty then. I guess that'll wrap up our news then. So I guess we'll move on to our topic then. Stan and
Okay,
Ryo.
I'm gonna go convince kids to do drugs.
Okay, cool. So yeah, take it away, Stan and Ryo, from a little bit into the past.
2 hours in the past.
Alright, so hi, this is another pre-recorded thing that I'll send to Ryan because work hates me.
It's okay. We're only 2 hours prior to the podcast, so it's worth more points.
Totally. But, it's, me and Ryo. Hi.
The stupid dog.
Basically out of nowhere, Neo Yokio got a Christmas special that released the other day. So, for those of you who heard our review of Neo Yokio, we were fucking hyped for this shit.
And you know what? It kind of delivered.
Yeah. Like, it was, to give the short no spoiler version, if you're in on the joke, like you were for Neo Yokio, right? There's no reason you'll hate this.
Who the fuck could take Neo Yokio seriously in the slightest?
Like, people have, apparently.
They're retarded.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a gutbuster kind of show, but more of a stunned what followed by chuckles kind of show. But it fucking works.
Like I said in our review, I just love how blunt the humor is.
Exactly. It just makes you double take for a sec. Like, wait, what? I wish I lived here. Yeah, me too.
but yeah, so that's the short one. Like, the special is on Netflix. It's an hour long. Go for it. So now we get into the more meatier tale. So what is this? This is, it's Christmas Eve. Kaz has a cold, and this is the worst thing that could possibly happen to him in his young life.
Oh, it is. Truly, there are none who suffer more than you, great Kaz.
Yeah. And so he's like, hey, Charles, tell me a Christmas story. And so Charles is like, alright.
The Bible?
And he's like, no, tell me a made-up story, but have me as the main character. Not because, I'm egotistical, but so I can relate to the main character more.
Also, I need a touch more whimsy.
Fucking. So Charles is like, alright, I'll make some shit up. And
this is your second spoiler warning, because what ensues is basically a crack fic.
Yeah, like, what makes this so good is what his story essentially is. It's a Christmas parody version of End of Evangelion. That's basically what the fuck this is. Like the last 2 episodes of Evangelion with some fucking stuff from the movie. All
in Neo Yokio flavor.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it's so awesome.
And then Kaz was the demos.
And honestly, it really does make you wonder, like, certain little details. Like for example, the other aunt that Kaz has in the story, who's the twin sister of Aunt Agatha. What was her name? Christy, I think? Something like that.
Honestly, I forget. She's just the pretentious sister to me.
Like, the memoirist, but like,
yeah,
it makes you wonder, is she real? Because like, in the scenes where it's real world Kaz and he's in bed, he doesn't like react to her in any way. He doesn't like go like, oh, you put her in the story, or like, oh yeah, that's something she'd do. No, like he's just rolling with the tale for the most part.
Given that he does that for nobody else in the story too, short of the shopkeeper, and that's only because he opens the story, she's probably real.
Like,
but not like this.
And yeah, like, speaking of the storytelling stuff, fucking it like, this show does make it, or this special does make it even more blatant for those who are dumb that this is, not to be taken super seriously, because it features Kaz, like, making certain comments on the story, like, oh, this is so gritty and dark, you need to add more whimsy, when meanwhile fucking nothing dark or realistic has even happened.
It needs to be a bit more whimsical if it's a fantasy.
Like, and also, like, at the end, jumping ahead a little bit, he's like, why would you make a story where the ending is open to interpretation? That's just stupid. Like,
what's the point in being ambiguous? All you did was flood the city and everyone died.
Like, fucking...
Claim it a good thing.
And then the special itself ends up having an ambiguous ending with Archangelo at the end, but fucking, like...
No, that shit ain't ambiguous. Archangelo is actually Santa.
Apparently, or Santa's kid. One of the
Either
two.
way, there was no ambiguity there because it actually zooms out of his apartment window after the storytelling's all done, and you see him in the sleigh winking at the camera.
No, he doesn't wink at it, he says wink.
Oh, good point.
So...
Also, he midnight blues Kaz again.
Oh, yeah.
Hard. Also, Jaden Smith raps.
Yeah. And in his monotone, too.
And it's a goddamn reprise of Archangelo's sarcastic best friend homie song.
Yes. And they subtitled exactly one line from it.
Because it was really indecipherable. Like, odds are they retook it a bunch of times, and he just had trouble with that sentence.